Hello, it's Fenton, the world's worst Monster Train player, here to embarrass himself yet again for the internet. What happened last time? Oh, that's right. Awoken, exiled, hellhorned, and so I was complaining. And the one thing that I will say about recording the runs is that when you lose and you really are like, why the hell, how the hell did that happen? You can at least watch the video and be like, oh, okay. Maybe I should have tried this or tried that. And I did see at least one other line when I watched that last Awoken battle against, sorry, not Awoken, Crystal Cloak. When I watched that Crystal Cloak battle back, I was like, that was probably a better line. So you know, there's always that. It's just how long can I keep saying I'm still learning? Let's just play a Tethys run, shall we? And let's try to not be horrible. Is Stygian melting? Regular melting? Is Seraph the Chaste, as always? Is Talos the Architect? Is Fel with the Wings of Light? It's just Spell Shield everywhere. Oh no, that's armor, that one. Spell Shield, Fel. Seraph the Chaste. 2 energy siphons, 2 purifying cleansers, aka the worst card. And a Mollusk Mage. Right. So we are regular melting as the allied clan. So we got Dregs and we got Frozen Lances. Okay, so I guess we've got Spell Weakness, Frozen Lances, Mollusk Mage. Doesn't feel great. And deal 5 damage to enemy units when a burnout unit dies. That's very good. That's very good. And refracting lenses is potentially good at some point, but not right now. Please show me the world in which you take Conduit. Like maybe if you get the double incant artifact from that chest. What do we got? We are going this way. Well, maybe we could go this way. I mean, it is possible. And then we've got... Ugh. I guess, with this, suppose, could make a melting, what's it called? Remnant Host Endless. That does 10 damage AoE every time, every turn. It's not to be sniffed at. Yeah, obviously. What else we got? Duplicate Circle 3 is interesting. Let's just go, shall we? Let's just go. It's too hard to pay too much attention to what you're seeing. Basically just the banners. 3 spikes. Kills Tethys. Although, does anything get to Tethys? Yes. Because it's Heaven's Priests, so these Forged Disciples probably climb their way up. I think that's a no. Obviously the Dregs dying deals 5 AoE damage, which is very handy, but not in this exact combat. Can't put Tethys on the top because then you don't get any value out of the spell weakness. And the middle is a bit scary here. Basically just have to line this floor up with Dregs, except that you're not even dying. Do I do this now? Or do I save it? I probably should. I don't think it matters, to be honest with you. I'll save it. Top floor collector. So you die and you die from burnout for a total of... Yeah, that's not bad. Tethys, please. Please live. Please survive. Does this get you anything? No. Alright, so I'm basically banking on finding a Frozen Lance next turn, which, you know, it's not guaranteed. I'll do that for fun. I probably should have played that one there, to be honest, but With these 2 burnouts, it's slightly less important. It's whenever. It's not even the first time a turn. Oh, I didn't draw a Frozen Lance. Can you imagine? What are the odds, eh? What are the odds? Brilliant. What a game. What a game. I guess you should go up here then. You only do 2? You don't even... I can't even get the bloody Dreg to do anything? I'm taking 4 for no reason at all. Actually none. You die anyway. Oh, the 7 magic power, of course. Yeah, I was like, what? This doesn't usually say 17 printed on it. If you die anyway, I may as well do this. One of those train stewards probably should have gone in front of Tethys. What a mistake. That's a horrendous mistake. It's fine. This floor wins. That was not particularly smart of me. Thankfully, I'm never punished, except for all of those last videos that I've been recording for the last month where I get consistently punished. Titan's Gratitude is attuned, which means the Mollusk Mage gives it plus 35. Certainly is a kill spell. That says 60 plus whatever spell weakness we do from Tethys. That sounds pretty okay. Although Ice Storm also sounds pretty okay, because now that says 8 times 5. But this is sort of attuned in its own way. This is basically a card that says deal 1 damage. Attuned. Not exactly that, of course. I do really like Ice Storm, because you give it plus 10 and it's just crazy good. Mollusk Mage is not a great plan for that. Just need a kill, like, I want both. And arguably I should take this because it's uncommon, so I'm less likely to see it again in the next combat, but I'm more likely to see it later. Whereas this kills bosses, and killing bosses is basically what we need right now. Offering token is of course always okay. You can't make an endless draft and hope that that wins, can you? You really just can't do that. It's not very good. It's just not very good. Dripfall is okay. I will take a Dripfall. I will take 1. Right. I mean, there's not very many worlds where you don't take a unit. From this first circle, but it's Remnant. You know? Like if it was Stygian, yeah, great. Get a Titan Sentry, put it behind, in front of Tethys, you're laughing. In fact, we're not seeing a Stygian banner until here. So I don't know. Maybe the Magic Shop is fine, because we are a spell deck at the moment. We do have the dregs that deal 5 damage to the floor when they die. I mean, if we give Titan's Gratitude plus 10 as well as the Mollusk Mage, that's some big numbers. That carries us for a long time, in fact. It just feels wrong to not take a unit straight away. Especially because there's a Merchant of Magic here as well. Large Stone? Who knows, maybe this is Legion of Wax. Oh. Oh! I mean, what the hell, guys? What the hell is this banner? I mean, I'm gonna take Lady of the House because she's got 40 HP and I've got 2 copies of Purifying Cleanse. But I'm not happy about it. I'd make her large, but I'm just worried that I don't ever get the burnout on her before she dies. kind of now committing to making sure that I get these in play, which is sad. The deck's 25 cards. There's a chance that I don't. And even if I do, it's only 7 burnout, which admittedly does last you... But it doesn't last you very far through Relentless, does it? This was wrong. Should have taken the other one that didn't have burnout printed on it, even though that's also not very good. I'm not paying to give it a large. It's a mistake. 10 armor for a unit draft. I kind of really need a unit draft, don't I? Kind of really, really, really flipping need one. You don't die, which means that you have spikes, which just makes this the actual worst thing. Okay. Just all die before the spikes happen, please. Thank you. At least I get the collector. Let's kill you outright. I should probably play these cards first. Oh wow, you didn't die because you're not... I haven't attuned you yet. Ha! Brilliant. Oh, thank Christ. The spikes. They are too strong. This was probably a mistake for the reason that, whoopsie daisy. That I'm not killing the things that put spikes on you. I think I might be dead. I should probably do this and not take 1 pyre damage. $60. Is there anything I do about that? Mollusk Mage. You have 2 spikes anyway. I'm only actually getting 1 hit in before of spell weakness. This is awful. I kind of have to play this on the top and hope that I draw Titan's Gratitude and then that saves me. Yeah. Well, this might do something, I guess. You burn out, so it makes no difference. The spell weakness didn't even get you there. Wow. Thankfully you only do 4 attack. Wow, I've never seen that happen. We tied. Great! I'm so flipping upset, man. Like, I can't get anything done. I can't get anything sorted. Like, how do you win that run? You need to be able to kill the backline so that the spikes Well, you don't take the trial, I guess. And if you don't take the trial, then the spikes thing dies. The guy only has to... Yeah, the trial was a mistake. 2 Titan's Tooth, 2 Dripfalls, and an Unlamed Tome. Flicker's Liquor is okay here, especially with 2 cards that cost 3 and 5 0 cost dregs. Yeah. Again, Conduit, why? With the Flicker's Liquor it's even less relevant. +4. Like, maybe it's fine. This Merchant of Steel Remnant banner again. Is it okay? Probably not, right? +4 is a lot. And Tethys has got 6 HP. I'm gonna save this for a turn where it actually makes the most sense. I know, what a crazy line, but an actual collector, if you can imagine such a thing. So you don't get a Slay here, so it doesn't make any sense. I guess dregs go up here. Is anything to do with this Dripfall for now? I don't think there is. I suppose I could Dripfall you, and then you die regardless next turn. Before you can heal anything anyway. So it just makes you only take 20 instead of 15. So I suppose, technically, that is correct. Oh no, you were dead anyway because of the sweep. Man, I am terrible. I'm just the worst. I am just the worst. I'm actively god-awful. Alright, so now it's the Unnamed Tome. Because you... Oh no, you don't kill this Strange Steward, you do. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And you don't die because... Oh, that's right, I was going to do this. Yeah, that was the line. That was the line. Suppose I'm doing this, I guess. I mean... I'm getting a Train Steward next turn, I suppose, so it's not particularly relevant to do this. It's just, this is not the kind of numbers I was expecting. "10 damage and 10 frostbite is not very good compared to just... I mean, it doesn't matter as long as I get you below 20, which I suppose this at least lets me have 2 spare energy to do this. And then I suppose that means that I'm not getting this Titan Tooth played, which means the back line is continually a problem. It's fine. Right, so if you play this first, then you play this, then the Flicker's Liquor costs 0, then you do this, and then you take 90 instead, and then you draw a Frozen Lance and you die. Good! Hooray, I did the first circle, everybody. Check me out. Oh god, you're going to make me make this decision again. Titan's Gratitude is even better here than it was before because of the Titan's Teeth. but we've got Flicker's Liquor, so I mean maybe Ice Tornado's better because of that reason, because of this reason. The problem is the second time through the deck. We don't have a second time through the deck at the moment. Like, the combats are so short that you don't have a second time through. Very unlikely to have a second time through. You've already won or lost. This is less good as well because we don't actually have the Mollusk Mage. I'm going to take this. It's 3 energy, we'll get some value out of it. I mean, Molded is a card. Sacrificial Resurrection, but with no way to make the drafts live longer or reform them, so that's a no. An Entombed Explosive is kind of okay. Like, I could get Endless from this Merchant of Steel, and it does something. It certainly does something. I don't think a Molded is right there. Like, there's nothing to target with the Molded. Alright, same reason as before, I believe. We'll go this way. Plus 25, plus 10, multi-strike 1. That's not a bad unit shop. It's a Wickless Baron. I do likes me a Wickless Baron. He is a big boy. He is a tank. There is an Entombed Explosive. There are 5 dregs. He does now have plus 25 and multi-strike, which I'm a huge fan of. Is it possible that the plus 10 is better? No. I think he needs some early survivability while these harvests tick up. Right. That is a unit, okay? That is not only a unit, an absolute unit. It's also possible that we duplicate him and have 2 of those and a Tethys on 1 floor. We don't then get any dregs out in front, but the Tethys has sweep, so it's kind of alright anyway. Okay, don't take armor 10 this time. It's less relevant now, I feel like. And it's only unit draft, which we don't need, so don't take it. It's possible that trials are the thing that I'm missing the most. That I am not taking trials that I could win, and so I'm behind, and I'm taking trials that I can't win and lose. It's possible that is the missing piece of my runs, but I don't think that it is. I don't want to incant you twice. I'd rather just do this. Yeah, if I incant you, then this Dreg dies in 1 hit, and so then my Wickless Baron takes 5 for no reason. Although now it's worth doing, interestingly. Because then both Dregs die. How strange. What a strange line. Would I rather you play you on the top or the bottom? I don't really know. I hadn't really thought about it. I guess on the top, because the dregs will burn out on the top before they become of any value. And we got the collector as well. Imagine that. Dead. We'll get the dreg out here. Gets you even more stuff going on. Sure. He's huge. He can't be stopped. Good job. Good job, mate. You did it. Fancy that, you're dead. I never would have guessed. So this is where I'm at with this game, right? If the run is obviously strong, then I'm fine. Which sounds very obvious when you say it like that. It's eking out wins. So if you imagine a scale from like 0 to 100 on how difficult a run is, you can put players on a point on the bar where they can win runs where the power level of that run is at a certain number. And the better you are at the game, the lower that number can be when you can still win a run. And I don't feel like you'd put me any lower than like 75 maybe. And that's what I'm trying to improve. Wickless Baron is good. I know that. I take Wickless Baron. I put multi-strike on him. It's a strong plan. I'm aware of that. I don't know what the other strong plans are. I guess a Helical Crystallis is a nice kill spell for all of the spell weakness that we are applying. A Votivary with Wickless Baron is very good. I can't believe I've not won a run with this card. I was going to duplicate a Baron, wasn't I? I still think that's right. Does that mean I take space from this boss? That doesn't sound correct. It's so strong to duplicate him though. Like, Tethys survives for so long. We get so much spell weakness on a boss. It's definitely correct to duplicate him. Like, definitely. If anything, I should go to the event first in case I get the Refractor event. Or even just the give a unit plus 25. Although I'd probably take Blood for Blood in that exact scenario. Oh, it's this one. I think Petrified Skull. I've taken this before and won, and spell weakness is certainly helpful with this. This is, I mean, they're all pretty okay. I don't think we have the energy for this currently. This just kills something for free. This is another kill spell. This is the thing, right? It's 30x, and you can't use it for a couple of floors if you want it to hang about. I'll take the skull, just for a change. Just for a little bit of a change. Right, so then I am going to duplicate Baron. This commits us to not playing on the small floor, currently. Unless I play 2 separate Baron floors. Talos attacks every turn and gains armor on Slay. Right, that makes Votivary suddenly awful. But I think we might just be strong enough to win through the armor anyway, so... I don't really know. Right, the bottom floor is small, it's fine. Oh, no? How about you don't ever do that ever again? Thank you very much. Oh man, and we've got Flicker's Liquor. I didn't put that together. Yeah, Flicker's Liquor Votivary was also very good. I didn't quite put 2 and 2 together there when I made that decision. I am going to take space. And I'm not going to play this so that you all die to on this floor. Do I play a separate Baron? It's kind of weird, right? You kind of just want it all on one for now. Yeah. I mean, I guess it can't hurt. I'm not playing this down here is the thing, because I want these to die on this floor. It's a shame I do both Titan's Teeth. I guess it can't hurt to do this. It gets that front tank a bit weaker. Ready for this floor. Four, 7 dead. I mean, I could also just Crystallis, but this gets more slays overall. This is 5 harvests, rather, on this floor right now. Oh, I didn't actually think that would kill you, but I guess I don't know what 25 times 2 is. This is a good plan. 2 of you are dying anyway. Okay. Just get rid of some cards. Could descend the Strange Steward behind. If anything, I should descend the Dreg, so it's a burnout eventually for the Rector. See, I'm not entirely stupid. I have my moments. I do have my moments. Very rarely. But it does happen. I'm just going to pass turn. I can do this. Get rid of it. I wonder if I do this. This floor wins, right? 53 times 2, 67 health, 7 a go, 6, 7 rounds, 8 rounds, 9 rounds. Maths, Jesus. Yeah, we win. It's fine. Just flip in, slam the numbers now. Who cares? And we get a free dazed as well. Cool. We are strong. Our plan does not rely too much on playing around this. Just the normal amount, because Diligent is like, you know, meh. Remnant Pacts. I was going to do Baron. Oh, I can still do Baron Tethys on a floor and take a space. But then if I take space, it's the Endless Votary that's going there, and not the Entombed Explosive. I think this is clunky, but potentially has value. We don't play any Frostbite currently, and Formless Child, I mean, Apparently I've won a run with it. I don't remember that run. I think it was possibly just a low Covenant run, and I didn't fully understand the game yet. I don't think any of these are necessary. Again, with this, like, these are good units, and I like them. Except you, Paraffin Thug. No, that's not fair. These are good units, and I like them, but they're not the plan currently. They get in the way of drawing the 2 Barons quickly, and I'm going to take space. And we'll just have to see how it goes from here, shall we? Baron, you're sorted, right? Yeah, you got the 2 upgrades, right. So we'll go this way, get some removes, get some Pyre health that we don't really need, give our magic cards a bit of a buff. Let's do this first. 10 magic power. The -1s are less important because we're going to be playing a Vote of Area every turn, and that's going to make one card in our hand 0, which is another good reason to not need really energy or draw, because the Vote of Area or Flicker's Liquor is kind of both of those things already, which makes taking space even more viable. So obviously this is a big win. Yeah, I'll do it. I mean, it's only 25 gold. I will actually -1 that one, because why else? I mean, what else would you do? I don't know if I want to spend the money on a reroll there. I don't really know how relevant it is. Honestly, the Frozen Lances can go. The trains, like, at least the units, you can play them on an empty floor and get Flicker's Liquor to proc off of them. The Frozen Lances are just miserable. They really are quite poor. Conduit. No. Arguably, we don't need Spell Weakness 2. We win on the floor. But it's a nice backup. And it also means that the units that, you know, the heavies that make their way to the top, we can just mop them up. It helps quite a lot. What's the next circle? Another Hell Vent. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do this. So this Merchant of Magic is the same as the other one. 20 and Consume. Now that I will keep a Frozen Lance for. I guess we should keep some Frozen Lances for this. Yeah, don't remove any more Frozen Lances, okay? Okay? My guy. I'll just make this free. I'm just going to save the 25 gold, actually. I'm just going to save it. I'm just going to save it. I don't know what for, because you always see 25 gold. 15 armor. What's Tethys on? 5. Clipped guard. 50 armor, 10 health. Ugh. Might be worth playing on the bottom just for the light harnesses to not completely wreck me. 35 health. You start dying quite quickly to Wickless Barons on the bottom, and they only take 2 per round. With 15 armor, that's 50 health, so then 1 harvest gets both barons up to 8 times 2, which is 8 times 4, 32. I think it's a bit squiffy, this, because if these get to the top, they are extremely dangerous. We do have 107 Pyre health, so maybe. I definitely want the space in case I draw the Vote of Area and Wickless. Well, I'm definitely going to draw Wickless Baron next turn. It's whether I worry about doing this. So this Dreg definitely dies, which leaves me on 3 space. If I play this, it only leaves me with 2, so I don't get the Vote of Area played. Which is not the end of the world, really, because these 2 are going up, so I'll just use them, just kill the Vote of Area on the middle floor. This just saves Wickless Baron a touch of health is all. And it queues up another burnout for later in the run. It doesn't get me a Collector. I could have maybe played this on the top for the Collector, but it doesn't actually make any difference because I've got this going on. I save the dregs for the next pass through the deck? No, because I'm using this space for the Votes for it. Yeah, just vomit them out here. This was a mistake. Definitely play it that way around. It's fine. Vote of Area, please. Where are you? I mean, I kind of want to play. I kind of have to just play this here, and then I can't believe this doesn't have Attuned printed on it. TBH. I'm gonna draw this Frozen Lance or the Crystallis next turn to kill you. So I'm gonna play this down here and maybe save some of the health on the Baron. This one. Cool. Yeah, that was a good get. for no reason. You're definitely dead. Yeah, it's fine. I did draw the Crystallis, I'm the best. Votivary, please. If you want to just make your way to the top of the deck at any point, I'd be very grateful for that. Save my Wickless Baron 2 health. Yes. There you are, right, just in time for the flippin' endless phase. Brilliant. What a game. That just kills you. Good. Right, I'll just click end turn. Oh, good. You know what I wouldn't be against? Taking a separate tank. No, that's terrible. I was going to say taking a separate tank to put Tethys behind on a separate floor, but I don't think we need a 2-floor strategy for Diligent. Patient, maybe. Ice and Pyre. Yet another kill spell. Just take spells, man. It's Seraph the Diligent. You kind of just need to take spells. Urchin Spikes is also fine for that reason. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Resin removal. I like resin removal because it helps against Crystal Cloak, but kind of already beat Crystal Cloak thanks to having Wickless Barons with a ungodly amount of HP. Mortal Entrapment again is the same reason. You could take a Sacred Wicks here to give more harvests, but you need more space, I guess. So I just don't think you can ever be upset about taking one copy of that. Spells with Purge have Consume instead. Removes Duplication. Do we need to duplicate anything? Not really. It's just units. I mean, spells are they're just there. Let's continue to remove units. And I know units proc Flicker's Liquor, but it's really not that important. Let's check this first. Always this. It's always 40 Pyre health. Ah, okay. That's interesting. I'm not going to a steel shop in the immediate future. I would like to be able to play that at a moment's notice. Thank you very much. Get rid of the train stewards because they cost 1 energy. At least the dregs, playing the dregs is always going to be a net positive on energy. I'm definitely going this way because there's a lot of very good artifacts, and I've just been to 2 magic shops in a row, and I just spunked away 20 Pyre health finding the Pyre Stone housing. But yeah, I'm not going to a unit shop for... I mean, I might even go here if I don't spend any money. Like, Waxer Snuffer's not great. What's the one I want? What's the one I'm thinking of? Well, Waxer Snuffer's alright, because it draws 2 cards with Votivary, so... Votivary. No one knows how to... It's Crystal Cloak. They're here. The absolute bug has arrived to ruin my day once again. 6 attack is very nasty. If I can kill the Sycophants before... Nah, I can't take this. 6 attack it's too high. It's too high. going to happen? 2, 2, 6 for a total of 2, 2, 6. Not quite. Not quite. Don't want you getting a harvest at all. Yeah, just click enter. Put the train steward on the top for a collector. Like, come on, man. How long have you been playing this game now? You gain 35 health because I've been hard countered by the my harvest plan. What does this turn look like if I descend you? That's interesting to think about. What it looks like is bad. You're getting 35 because 4 units on this floor are dying. Whereas if I descend you, then yeah, this floor looks a bit scary next time, but I think it's fine. Whoa, don't do that. It changes to +7 because this Wickless Baron now punches you in the face a whole lot. You are going to have 2 spell weakness. I guess I should leave it because I don't... I mean, the Ice Tornado is the big hit, but I should keep you separate because, like, if I draw a kill spell to kill you, then you just go up anyway. The question is whether I put the Votafairy down here, give you 10 armor, but definitely be able to start cycling it through. I think that's fine. It's fine, I drew the Petrified Skull. I knew something good might happen. Get rid of these dregs. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Famous last words. That's how I absolutely ate it in the last episode, as I went whatever when I should have played the stings on the... Oh, you're dead anyway. Fancy that. What a play. What a play. He's a genius. No, this is what's genius. This gives you 20 armor, but these Wickless Barons just then go absolutely to town. I'm going to do this as well. It might be wrong. We might not hit the right things in the right way, but it worked out absolutely perfectly. The respite, it's so brief. I need like a frozen squid dude to freeze a card in my hand every turn. That would be great. That would actually be amazingly good. Alright, Crystal Cloak. Can eat a lot of waves of stealth here just with this. Imagine if they gave us Slay as well. I could have played that in a different order so that the Dreg didn't burn out, but I drew the resin removal. Top banter. So this is my worry, right? I'm going to go on a meta existential rant, as I always do at this point in the run. I'm not sure... Ooh. I'm not sure if I'm playing well or if the cards, the obviously good cards the game has offered me. This is alright. This is potentially like 5 or 6 energy, but what do we need it for? Nothing. I don't have an X cost. The obviously correct lines, like obviously correct lines, like, oh, a Wickless Baron, oh, give it multi-strike and 25 health, oh, duplicate it, like, that's obvious, right? Any player would see that as being good. I don't know whether I'm doubting myself as to, you know, like, if you make exactly those plays on a different Stygian melting run with a different boss, do you still do as well as this? This is very good against Seraph the Diligent, and I almost just instantly clicked this, forgetting that I don't actually have a single incant unit in my deck. I'll take this. There's a chance that it does something against Diligent, whereas this does literally nothing. Icicle Fracture. Apply Endless to the first friendly unit summoned each turn. I was saying we did need to freeze some cards, didn't we? Like, freezing some of these would be insanely good for the heavies that end up climbing up to the top. So there we go. Plus, this makes this 0 until played or discarded. So when you make it 0 and then freeze it, it remains 0 until you are in fact ready to play it. And then it will still be 0 even after that. It's Rage Fell though, so let's not get complacent. And the middle floor is small, as if to upset me deliberately. The middle floor has become small. Are we winning on spell weakness? If we are not winning on spell weakness, should we play on the top? I still don't think that's correct. We do need to survive. We do need to apply spell weakness to enemies as they climb. The other downside of this is that they're going to be behind Alabaster Guardians for a bit, which is also another horrendous downside to this plan. Playing on the bottom is a little bit better because at least then you can't rage like things 3 times before they get to the top. 6 times 2. That kills you. And then 12 kills you. And that was only 2 units anyway, so I suppose. Wow, we got a Dreg frozen. Okay, I have to really think about this. Yeah, I have to really think about this. I guess I'm playing the Baron and the Dreg, right, every time, and then I just have to see which... Oh, it's gonna... I should play the Baron first, because if I play the Dreg and it makes the Baron 0, then it's not as good. So if I play the Baron first... There's only 4 cards. There's 4 cards. 3 out of 4 would be nice, whereas if I play the Dreg, it's 3 out of 5. So play the Dreg. It's just where the Dreg goes. The Entombed Explosive has to go down here, because that gets me a Slay and... That gets me a Harvest, rather. Kills the Alabaster Guardian, and then the Wickless Barons just punch the Clip Reflector in the face, and that helps. It's just exactly what order I do this in. I don't think there really is a good order. It might be that I Crystallis Titan's Tooth this, so that it's definitely dead for the turn that the Clip Guardian goes up. I did the exact wrong thing. I did the exact thing that I said I shouldn't do, which is to play the Baron first because it costs 1. Never punished. Never punished. It's possible I should have played this here. I didn't quite do the numbers on that. This might be better. I only need to draw the Ice and Pyre once to get this sorted. So this is probably better. This saves me a lot of hassle now. Same reason with this. It just doesn't. It just makes my harvest boys that little bit tougher. I don't end up taking 18 from these Burks, and you still die, which is nice. Interesting, very interesting. If this is the only unit that gets up and punches me, then it's really not that bad. Sweep! I've been done. I've been had. It's fine. I mean, I'm hoping Tethys doesn't become hugely integral. This does give you a slay, but you're dying anyway, so... Yeah, weird. Okay, well that was fine. I mean, it didn't hit you once, but at least it means I don't take a whole... Because Fel obviously raged this guy on his way up the whole time, meaning that... You know, it's possible I died there, actually. What were you on? You were on full health. Oof, that would have been nasty. I should have seen that coming. Also, yeah, that was bad. That was a bad line. I'm going to freeze one Dreg to be able to play a spell card next turn. Alright, I can drip full the next sweep guy. Definitely do that. I took 18 there. Does anything in here need this? It's frozen, I may as well keep it. If I play this, one of these two becomes frozen, right? So it's actually okay. I still didn't get you dead because the Ice and Pyre has decided to be in the bottom of my deck. Alright, so I can daze the sweep guy, so Tethys lives. This ironically now just needs to leave. I also got a Petrified Skull. Oh, this does... Oh no, this is the Slay, not the Sweep. You can't get rid of this. You can get rid of this, but you can't get rid of this. Oh, my hand is full of cards. You need to become dazed so that you don't kill Tethys. Good. Tethys now lives. Must remember to not overdraw with all of these frozen cards. I don't know if it makes more sense to kill you or kill you. I'm definitely drawing the Ice Empire next turn, so I guess I should kill you. But you know, I'm not 100% sure about that. I guess I just empty my hand of cards. I'm drawing 5. I'm going to have 5 frozen. It's fine. Oh no, it hit a card. That wasn't already frozen. Okay. Yeah, it was better to do this because you died to the Frozen Alliance. I don't have to... I can save the Ice Empire, actually. Dead and dead. Votivary is here. You can just join the party, mate. You don't die, which is upsetting. I thought you would. Get rid of some of these cards now. Play a Dreg, make the Ice Empire free. Play the other Dreg now. I've gotten to the point now where I don't think it makes any difference. kind of wanted to keep the spell weakness on you just in case I don't win from this, but I think I almost certainly will, right? 50 times 2 and 59 times 2. You have somehow gotten up. This always kills both of you. I guess I'll play the train stewarding. It doesn't make any difference. Yeah, it's better to do it that way actually, because then the one of these that gets frozen will stay 0 cost. Alright, final wave, how are we doing? Oh, yeah, we're not actually there. This gets us there though, just. Imagine that, 16 difference. Crazy! And a drip fall gets us you there, gets you there as well actually, to be fair. To be fair. So we don't kill Seraph with that plan, as it stands, although we maybe do, because there's more units in that Seraph fight. Okay, oakley dokley. Sorry, I don't know why I went all Ned Flanders there. No? Absolutely no one? Bounty Stalker? Hey, I'm here. Now it's time for... draw? I mean, we're kind of overdrawing anyway, but energy is not a problem. Like, energy has not been a problem this whole run now. I don't need the draw either. I don't need any of it. What do you take if you don't need any of it? I guess it's still draw. I guess this counteracts the Votavary being drawn every turn, because we're currently technically only drawing 4 card hands, and one of them is Votavary. So, although Votavary pays for itself afterwards, interestingly enough. Can't afford this, so let's go here. Our wicker barons, our wicker chairs have actually got upgrade slots on them, so that's interesting. I could have taken space and made one of them large. Fancy that? You don't take space for that exact line. Big boys or incant armor boys? I think big boys. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, one of them can be big, one of them can be 5 times 3. Why the hell not, eh? And the reason I did that is so that if this event is the give a unit plus 25, it can actually go in without taking up the Pyrestone housing slot. Although it is not. Stygian is the one that gives you splites, right? Pretty sure. Don't need it. I can make them cost 0 though, right? I can make them cost 0. Yeah, alright, I'll take it. It's funny. It's funny. I don't need them. They're just more big explosives. If I'd have got the Frostbite one, I would have seriously considered it. I mean, I'm considering this anyway, but I still think we take this, because I think there's a good chance that we don't kill Seraph on our double Baron floor. We kill Seraph with a spell on the top floor, like an attuned Ice and Pyre. I am not taking Spikes 5 here, thank you very much. The middle floor is small, again, we've been had. This offering, this Titan's Tooth, sorry, is bonkers good here. Put the big one in front, because he's going to take a whole bunch of extinguish damage. Look, they all die, but he still loses 31. I suppose it's because he's getting hit first, so, actually. That took ages, didn't it? I'll hold the drag. Clearing that first wave, like no questions, is extremely impressive, if I do say so myself. Not got the votes very yet. What are we doing about this? A dragon front certainly helps. It's just finagling the cards in such a way that we get things to cost 0. Which is the one thing we really have to think about in this run is just the order of playing cards. Because you don't really want these units to hit So if anything, I should go down to 1 energy. I should play this, and then this, which then hits either this or this, and the Dreg hits the other one. Yeah, okay. I'd rather not take 11 from you. Thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. I did it again! I did it again! I played the cards the wrong way around. Got away with it. Oh, yeah, of course, because they're scourges. They, blights rather, they don't get frozen. Interesting. Very interesting. So if I Frozen Lance you, the 5 damage hits you, and then you die and blow the next one up, saving my Wickless Baron a little bit more health. And then also giving me room to play the Dreg. He's an actual genius. And if I kill this, then Wickless Baron doesn't take any damage at all. And it got preserved! Oh my god, the wing clippings! The wing clippings Petrified Skull combo is absolutely out of control. I'm going to silence you. Right, do I want to get anything frozen here? And should I worry about it? I mean, I can play Frozen Lance, Ice and Pyre. No, I can't do that. I definitely want to play this. Like, I definitely want to play this now. I should play the Dreg in front. How did that still do damage to you, even though these were silenced? Why did that still say it was doing damage? Oh, because this doesn't actually kill you. You still take the 11. Of course. Yeah, then get rid of this. And then either one of these freezing is very nice. That was the less nice one. But, you know, I'm still all for it. Votavary has finally started to show up. I wonder if that means that this can't hit these either. It must be able to, right? A random card. It's just a card. This is a card. Like, you can't say it's not a card. It is a card. I guess the Ice Tornado here is pretty sweet. There's a chance that this dies and kills the Votavary, drawing me another card. Kaboom. Just time to get rid of cards, I think. They are very handy. It's a very weird run, like where you're keeping all of these units in hand just to make other better cards cost 0. That certainly is strange. I don't know why I did that. I could have just played this and preserved the one I wanted to preserve anyway. I think it's this, because it costs 0. Alright, do we kill bosses? Of course we can bloody kill bosses. What are you talking about? Does this change anything? It'd be fun if it did, but it also wouldn't matter because I'll just freeze a spell and we'll be fine. I mean, you maybe keep the Silence Tome there because just hard counters this. And I'm going to get rid of this because I took that event, but I don't actually really want those blights in my deck. Get Descended. Okay. Okay. I'm definitely going to forget this at least once. I'm definitely going to forget this. $230 gold. I used my unit slots, didn't I? I did. I don't want anything really. Let's duplicate something. We got 2 drip falls, 2 frozen lances. I mean, even the helical crystallis could probably go and I wouldn't notice. The preserve again is a nice target for it. The Titan's teeth are nice, but they're not whoop-de-doo. The unnamed tome consumes itself. We do have wing clippings as well, so maybe it's not that critical. Let's go for a. I was going to say go for a trinket, but we always get the trinket. What I mean is go for Forgotten Boons, so that we can afford all of the trinkets. Cuttlebeard is usually nice in a run, but not great. Infused Mallet basically means we have to play on the bottom floor, but I don't hate that. Although if the bottom floor is small, then yeah, we lose out on a lot here. Precious Plating. Do we need it? 114 Pyre health. Another multi-strike. Give Votivary a multi-strike, just, you know, just to really make sure. If I'm duplicating anything, it's a spell. And as such... Ooh, that's interesting. I'm thinking it's Ice and Pyre, but I actually really don't know. Could be Petrified Skull. If it's Petrified Skull, then there's a 1 in 4 chance that we don't keep both, you know, like they both get consumed. But then Ice and Pyre kills heavies that are otherwise slipping by. Don't think there's anything else obvious here. It could be Ice Tornado as well. Ice Tornado is like the really big brain play because it gives you the most energy efficiency when you get it to cost 0 with Flicker's Liquor. Wicker's Liquor. I might just re-roll, and if I get a 245 artifact... cards! Frozen cards are reduced to 0. Was that the... you know, that wasn't the absolute best bonkers get there. Like, a lot of our cards that we're freezing get 0 anyway. Because that's the reason we're freezing them. We're just playing all of the other ones. Top floor is small. Another turn 1 Titan's Tooth to just get the ball rolling here. I'm just being absolutely sure here. Like, that's fine. This is the medium-sized one with 2 multi-strike. Didn't draw another unit, interestingly enough. Sure, consume this. Whatever. I did get this. I'll keep these. At the end of turn for... oh, there it went. There it went. It took its time, but it went. Okay, you're the big boy. So you can sit there. Gonna play this because it's consume and it says... I'll play this down here. And then this dreg means that the Titan's Tooth costs 0, which I then play. Gets things rolling quite neatly there. I don't want to play this. I mean, I don't want to play it for this, but I want the dreg to be frozen so I can use it to make a card cost 0 next turn. Okay, I really don't want to consume this. But I'm not sure what else the target is here. I guess maybe it's time for Petrified Skull to go. Like, it's performing the same job. It's killing a heavy on the top that's squeezing through before you guys have properly had a chance to scale. So I think I will kill you just to save some stuff. You are taking 103 already, but it did in fact consume. But now I can play this with impunity. And play you here to get you dead. Maybe I should... Do you die? I wonder if you die if I don't quite think you do. Is it worth finding out? It's probably worth just freezing it. Oh, let's not forget that we have these vengeful shards. Which do 100 damage and don't consume. And they can be hit by Flicker Slicker, so that's good to know. This is the worrying wave, of course. I might just consume this. I might just say goodbye. You were great, but... Because this will kill you, do 5 damage here, and I'll draw a card off of it. I might just empty my hand of dregs, just to have a chance of it becoming 0. Yeah, good shout. And that means I can play another dreg in here, giving you more harvest, saving you some health. How thick is the deck? I'm tempted to just play one of these to save the 5 health, the 4 health on this Wickless Baron. I feel like it's probably worth a go. I thought they were different there for a moment. I'm taking 15, which is, you know, it's fine. It's not nothing, but... Ice Tornado, you say? This will do 90 every time it hits you, but it might hit you. And I'm kind of just keeping this spell weakness going up. Yeah, I was pretty sure it didn't interact with the spell weakness in any way, but you know, you never know. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm going to play this because it's consume and it stops this self-mutilation from potentially happening, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to play the Ice Tornado, and we'll see what happens. Not bad. And I'll do this to kill you. And then I suppose it doesn't really matter what I do here. I suppose I should do this and then get everything frozen, and then they all cost 0, and then, you know, it's kind of just silly at this point. Man, these double heavy waves are obnoxious. I guess it's time for the units. I don't think it is. I still think I need them for the energy. You're taking a lot more damage than I would like. Let's get rid of this one. Gets the votes of Ares drawn as well. I actually got preserved for the first time. I'm pretty sure that's the first time this fight I've seen that. Kill this backline. It does get rid of the spell weakness on Seraph, but... maybe it's better to just drip fall you, so I don't take the 15 at all. Yeah, that sounds right. I'll play this up here. And I'll get this Ice and Pyre frozen. All this, obviously. We're back to gaining health. Hooray. Again, I don't want... I mean, 7 damage. Like, is it time? I don't think it is. I think there's a chance that we just need it. We need this, right? We need this. So maybe I just blow you up and let this happen. Wow, that got preserved. And I will not take 10 from you. Thank you very much. And I'll silence you. I don't want this. I don't want this self-mutilation. That's the most value that's ever going to get, I feel like, that card. Another 15. Alright, final wave. Do we win on this floor? Wow, that is hardly anything, is it? That is not as much as I thought it would be. We do have a plan. It's fine. 1602. I've actually got both Ice and Pyres. Blowing you up is probably a big get. No, only 80. Ugh, how many waves exactly is this? It's probably fine, right? Get a calculator out, quick. Where's my phone? Where's my... the phone's all over there. Oh, I'm going to have to do it manually. It'd be 2,300, 2,200 and something. So that means we'd need 90 into 220. 9 into 220, rather, is 90, 180, 20 something. Like 24, 25. Which means Tethys needs to go... Let's say it's 27, just because that's a nice round number. 9 rounds. Which I don't think she currently does. Although it already has 6 on. It's very interesting, isn't it? What are my next cards? I mean, the thing is nothing really helps. If I'd have drawn these, it would have been great. Like, 2 rounds of Dazed would have done a huge amount here. This doesn't do as much as it looks. I think I'm just going to press end turn and assume that I have it. Because I don't want to waste 6 spell weakness on this 5 damage. $24. Okay, now I have to do the math, because Ice Tornado... If Ice Tornado wins, then Ice and Pyre wins. This is 100 damage. Well, I may as well just pass turn, right? Because this won't be affected by the spell weakness. $2,250. That was very, very close. I did that the other Pyre, Ice and Pyre as well. 2,250. If only I could remember more than 2 seconds ago about what numbers were on that Seraph. This is the thing, right? Is I feel like that was a very strong run, and I feel like I just scraped by the skin of my teeth. I didn't take a single trial because I was so cowardly and felt so weak the whole time. I didn't feel weak, so I had such low confidence in the deck and my ability to pilot it. Right. That's enough self-pity. Well, you won. I should be happy about that, at least. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to let me know by either leaving a like or a comment so that you're having a good time. And if you want to see more Daily Monster Train, then be sure to subscribe, and you'll get Daily Monster Train. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.